Hello, everyone. How is it going? Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic Baseball live commentary stream. Today's a little bit different. As you can tell, we're not in the usual setup in my non-window room. We are here in my uncle's house.
There's windows, too.
There is windows. I'm here with my uncle, Bill Degger.
Evan, good
Welcome
to be with
the
you
broadcast
this evening.
tonight. So today we are commentating a game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Cincinnati Reds. We're both Phillies fans, so it may become a Phillies biased broadcast, but we're gonna do our best to keep a level head and a bit of a gray area. Yeah, try not to be homers a little bit here. So it should be a fun game. Phillies and Reds looking to battle for the series win in the rubber match here today. Would you like to lead it off with the lineups here for tonight's game?
Yeah, let's start with the Phillies lineup. So, of course, leading off, not Bryce Harper tonight. Trey Turner's back in the leadoff spot at shortstop after taking a day off. We, of course, have Kyle Schwarber at the DH in the number 2 hole, and batting third, Bryce Harper. Cleaning up, Brandon Marsh in left field, Alec Boehm at third base. Be hitting after him. Then we have Bryson Stott at second base, Gabriel Rinconius Jr. in right field, JT Realmuto behind the dish tonight. And rounding it out, batting ninth in center field, it's Justin Crawford.
Yeah, again, this is the same Phillies lineup that we've seen for most of this season. Again, last night they gave Turner a night off. They had Harper leading off, trying something new. Obviously, you know, the way the game went. Maybe it wasn't necessarily their fault, but it did not go well, so we're back to the regular lineup here tonight.
Yeah, Derek Hill, of course, the other option there to play right field. Rinconius Jr. gets in the start tonight in right field.
Yeah, he's been a good piece. I mean, again, like it was a bit of a work in progress, and Don Mattingly received some criticism in the beginning of this year when he came in and during the rough stretches. But recently, he's really picked it up. He's gotten his batting average up to a 211, which is way up from where it was about a week ago.
Absolutely, yeah. So we have a few pieces in the outfield. We can mix and match
Absolutely.
there. So Rincon is again starting in right field. Marsh slides over to left today.
So to read the Reds lineup.
Yeah, the Reds lineup for Terry Francona's squad. Ellie De La Cruz leads it off, and we have Sal Stewart batting after him. Pennsylvania native J.J. Bleday hitting third and cleaning up at first base as Spencer Steer. Eugenio Suarez bats fifth. Tyler Stevenson after him. He's the catcher. He hits sixth. Noelvi Marte hits 7. Edwin Arroyo at second base. And then we have TJ Friedel rounding out the lineup in center field, batting ninth.
A very good Reds lineup that relies on a lot of their homers. I mean, again, the player to watch out for is Ellie De La Cruz. He's got phenomenal speed. He hits really well, and he's really done that to the Phillies a lot in this series.
He's an electric player. He combines that rare combination of power and speed. It's just guy you can't take your eyes off of when he's out there on the field.
And the pitching matchup tonight, you have Jesus Luzardo, the all-star, on the mound here for the Phillies. He's bumped his ERA down to a 3.75, a 7-4 record. It is his 19th start of the year. On the other side for the Reds, you have Brady Singer, who has not had that good of a season. 3-8 is the record, of 5.03 ERA. This is his 18th start tonight. 71 strikeouts in 82 innings pitched for Singer. Luzardo up to 125 strikeouts in 103 innings pitched. He's a first-time All-Star.
Yeah, he was named as a replacement to the All-Star team a couple of days ago. Actually, it was yesterday, I believe. He'll be in there for the Phillies. And, yeah, he had a rocky start to the season. His first month was not that great, but he's really turned it around here as of late. Second half of May through now has had an excellent ERA and strikeout rate.
In his last 5 games, he has a 1.78 earned run average, which is just phenomenal. Again, he's gotten better and better as things have gone along here. And we're almost ready to get started here from Greater American Park. Would you like to give us a weather report on what's going on in Cincinnati right now, since you're a big weather guy?
Yeah, that happens to be my day job. And our forecast for the game, we have temperatures in the low 80s at first pitch, and I'm keeping an eye on the radar. There is a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm throughout the evening. Looking at the radar right now, there's not really anything around the ballpark, just a few spotty showers on the radar to the west in Indiana, so should be able to get this one in, no problem.
Yeah, hopefully no rain delays, because we have nothing planned for that. So we have nothing planned.
We don't have the ability to take phone calls.
No, we can't take phone calls, unfortunately. We can read comments, but we can't take phone calls here, obviously. And we're almost ready to get set here from Greater American Ballpark. They're doing the Brady Singer preview here on our screen, mostly known for his sinker and his slider and his sweeper, but he also has the cutter and the four-seam fastball as well. Again, leading off is Trey Turner, and then Kyle Schwarber at second, Bryce Harper at third. We are guaranteed to see those three batters here in this inning here to start things off. And Singer showing his record on screen here. 8 games at home. He has a 3.29 ERA, so he's a lot better at home than he is on the road. A 6.75 ERA when he's not here in Cincinnati. So definitely better at home than on the road for a pitcher like Singer. And here we go. Turner getting ready to come up to the plate. First pitch coming up in just a moment. Any other things you want to say?
Yeah, and conversely, Singer's a good pitcher at home. Luzardo's a good pitcher on the road.
Yeah,
much better than at home at Citizens Bank Park this year. So it'll be interesting to see which one of those sides kind of wins out, or if we have a pitching duel on our hands this evening.
Yeah, regardless of that, it should be a great game here tonight from Greater American Ballpark. Again, I'm Nordic, as you all know. This is my partner, Bill Degger. And first pitch is underway. It's down low for a ball, 1-0 count.
Yeah, Brady's starting out with a sinker for the first pitch of the game here at 7:12 p.m.
Trey Turner, 241, 10 home runs on the year. Second pitch is outside as well, 2-0.
Good job by Trey to look at a couple pitches here to start the game. He's kind of a wild swinger, so happy to see him take a look at the first 2 pitches of the game. And
that ball is off the ground. That's a 2-1 count. Again, like if you really want to get to Singer, you got to work your counts. That's really what he's been worked at a lot here throughout this season. Next pitch from Turner, that is hit to short, and the throw, there's one away here in the top of the first. All right, coming up is the Schwarberian Kyle Schwarber. Leads the MLB in home runs. He is actually 3 for 4 in Watch with Nordic commentary streams heading into tonight.
3 for 4 hitting or home runs?
3 for 4 hitting.
Okay.
He's got 3 singles in live commentary streams with a walk, actually. First pitch on Schwarber, that is just on the strikeout line, 0-1 count.
Of course, Kyle Schwarber, a native of Western Ohio, so it's kind of a homecoming for him when he comes to Cincinnati.
Next pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Yeah, there was some discussion, especially in this offseason when Schwarber was a free agent. Like, was he going to go to Cincinnati? Yep. Was he going to go to Pittsburgh? Apparently, they did make some legitimate offers, but obviously he ended up staying in Philadelphia. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and he goes out on strikes. There's 2 away there quickly for Singer. That'll bring up Bryce Harper, who just announced today that he is going to the Home Run Derby in Philadelphia.
That is correct, yeah. Next Monday evening, Home Run Derby being broadcast on Netflix for the first time.
Really?
This year.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Better look up your password for
Netflix.
Right? But, Bryce Harper will be participating. No word yet on Kyle Schwarber. I know that's still a question of whether he can participate or not.
Yeah, there's only 2 spots remaining for the Derby itself. Harper just took one of the 3 here today. First pitch on Harper, he'll foul it away. 0-1.
Bryce, respectable 264 batting average for the year, has climbed quite nicely over the past few weeks.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot better in recent days. He really said at the beginning of the year he wants to work a lot of counts and, rack up a lot of walks. And first pitch there, swing and a miss, 0-2.
Singer throwing strikes right out of the gate here.
Yeah,
8 of his 10 pitches have been strikes so far.
The 0-2 count and the pitch, and fouled away. Will stay alive here, 0-2. 10 pitches in the inning for Singer.
Yeah, with the exception of Turner there.
Yeah.
The team is free swinging here in the first inning.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Singer delivers and fouled away again. Again, this is a lot of what Harper's been doing this year. He's been just staying alive in counts, working the counts, bringing up these pitch counts from these pitchers. It's what he's done a good job at this year.
And that's classic Bryce, working the count and wearing out pitchers.
0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. 2 strikeouts for Singer in that inning. We will head to the bottom of the first. Singer makes easy work. Still scoreless here in Cincinnati. All right. So, yeah, a lot of it, there's a lot of manual stuff that I have to do. update this? Always update the outs. There's probably an easier way to do it, but this is always
commercials.
Yeah, that too. I do need commercials too. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button down below and subscribe if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Tomorrow we are doing Brewers and Pirates back in the normal location. It's gonna be just me for those.
I might be at that game in person.
Really?
Sunday's game, might have attended that. That's not happening now, but tomorrow I'll be in the Pittsburgh area.
Ooh,
so
interesting.
Perhaps
okay.
I will be there. We haven't decided yet. So
Interesting.
See if I can convince the wife.
We're also doing Rockies and Giants later on if the games do not overlap, which they shouldn't, but obviously there is a chance if the
Rockies and Giants.
Yeah,
Oof.
that sounds like an iffy game. But hey, we commentate
Is
all
it at
30
Coors
teams.
At least?
I think it's a Coors.
Okay, well then you might have some
home runs
to call.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are two teams that are certainly struggling right about now.
2 strikeouts for Singer in that inning. He made easy work of the Phillies' top. Again, a 5.03 ERA from Singer. It's certainly been a work in progress for him. Again, he's been much better on the road than he has been at home. That's been very prevalent with his play here. Again, looking at these two teams and their records, Phillies currently find themselves 5th in the National League with a 51-42 record. They're tied with the Marlins. So something to keep an eye on here tonight. I believe the Marlins are in play today.
They're playing the Mariners right now, tied 1-1 in the bottom of the second. The Braves the Braves already won today. They beat the Pirates 10-5. Thus, why there's a 3.5 game lead now in the National League East over the Phillies and Marlins.
Reds find themselves in the 4th worst spot. They're 42-49. They're still trying to climb up here, but it's certainly been a struggle for him. Here's the first pitch for Luzardo off of De La Cruz. It's hit foul. His bat just went flying there on that helicopter.
Needs a little more pine tar on that bat.
Jesus Luzardo has been phenomenal, especially on the road this season. Again, we talked about that in the pregame. He's been very prevalent on his road skills. He's still been solid at home, but this guy loves to pitch outside of, Citizens Bank Park. And this is his first time pitching here in Cincinnati in his career.
De La Cruz sporting the colorful elbow guards this evening. He's very similar player to Bryce Harper in that vein.
Pitch from Luzardo is in there for a strike, 0-2. Again, looking at Luzardo's stats furthermore, again, this is his 19th start tonight, 7-4 record. He's got a 3.75 ERA, and a swing and a miss there. There's the first strikeout of the game for Luzardo on De La Cruz. Again, he had a really rough start to the year, which is why his ERA is so much higher than what it would be. But if you look at, his record, I would say from May on, it is awesome.
Yeah, you go back over his last 14 starts, a 2.57 ERA, and 95 strikeouts in 80 2/3 innings. That'll play.
Here's Stewart. He'll hit one and a pop-up into center field. Crawford will take it and make the catch. And there's 2 away here in the bottom of the first.
Looks like the sun is coming out in Cincinnati. Of course, that can prove interesting for the outfielders this time of night when you get the pop-up. So we'll have to see if that becomes a factor over the next few innings.
Luzardo on the road, 10 games. He has a 1.54 ERA, 76 strikeouts. He has the lowest road ERA in the National League. And here comes J.J. Bleday up to the plate. First pitch from Luzardo, and that one is hit well. It's above the strikeout zone, and Rincones will make the catch, and that'll do it here for the first inning. 1, 2, 3 for both sides of the inning. We'll head to the top of the second. We are scoreless. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Again, these baseball commentaries, it's a little bit different from my hockey commentaries. It's not going to be as crazy as the hockey commentaries were this year.
Loud goal exclamation.
Yeah, and that, and me not going the whole time.
I'm
so
waiting to hear the home run call too.
Oh,
gotta have that. Gotta have a signature home run call.
Yeah, right. Nothing crazy from me yet, but I'm early into this. This is only my 4th one, so not going too nuts with it here. All right, so again, due up in this inning, we got Brandon Marsh, we got Alec Boehm, and Bryson Stott due up. No hits from either pitcher so far in this ball game, so we'll see if we get any in the second inning.
Yeah, offense maybe at a premium tonight when you look at how good the pitcher for the Reds is Singer at home, and how good Luzardo is on the road. It's really going to be a battle to try to break through. I think here we've seen that so far here in the first inning.
Yeah, it could be an interesting one. It'd be good to see a real pitcher's duel. Again, you love the high offense games, but you only love it when it's your team. I love myself a good game where the pitchers are just dueling it out and it's like a 2-1 game or even a scoreless game. You get to like the 6th inning and it's still, there's still no runs scored, and it makes the game a lot more intense, and it makes those moments awesome. Luzardo up to 10 strikeouts in Watch with Nordic history. He has now moved into sole possession for the most commentary starts. Again, that's not that hard to do when it's, you're only your second start. In his outing last time against the Kansas City Royals, he had 9 strikeouts in 6 innings, only gave up 1 run and 4 hits. So he was awesome in that outing in Kansas City just a couple of days ago. Back here in Cincinnati, Brandon Marsh, Alec Bohm, and Bryson Stott will be due up here in the top of the second. Singer will take to the mound. First pitch is right on the line, 0-1.
Marsh 0 for 4 in his career against Singer with 2 strikeouts. So hopefully he can break through here with this at bat.
3.05 average for him as well. Next pitch is down low, 1-1.
Marsh, of course, starting the All-Star game, one of the outfield positions. That was very exciting to see that. Phillies will actually have a starter in the field there in the beginning of the All-Star game.
I believe it's the only. I don't think they've announced the pitchers yet. Next pitch from Marsh, fouled away, 1-2. He's the only Philly who is starting for the NL in this All-Star game. So it's actually interesting. If you told me at the beginning of the year that Marsh would be the guy, I think I would be shocked.
He entered the year in a platoon, so very surprising to see that.
Yeah, he's become an everyday guy.
Surprising.
Singer the pitch, and that one is outside, 2-2. This guy's ready for a home run. Oh, boy.
Yeah, he is by himself.
By himself in the crowd. He's wearing the Reds jersey. He's got a glove there in the outfield. Singer the pitch, 3-2.
Probably needs to reapply the deodorant if no one else is around him.
Full count here on Singer. He's up to 17 pitches here in 2 innings. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and Marsh will hit one over the first. And Steer will deliver the first out here in this second inning.
Yeah, Marsh now 0 for 5 against Singer, so can't quite solve him so far in his career.
0 for 6 in live commentary stream. So if you want to blame someone, blame me now.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Here's Alec Bohm up next. Alec Bohm certainly gotten better as the season's gone along as well. He really struggled the start of the year. Batting .222 now. Singer the pitch, and it's down low, 1-0.
Yeah, Bohm also 0 for against Singer in his career, 0 for 3. So, very limited sample size, of course, being in different divisions.
Yeah, obviously, again, you don't usually see these guys that much. Singer delivers, and that one is hit pop-up foul. Pop-up foul. 1-1.
That guy's still standing in the outfield waiting for a ball.
Might have to wait a little bit with the pitchers duel. He should have won yesterday with the brutal game that was for the Phillies. Tanner Banks back-to-back home runs.
Tanner Banks landing on the IL after that start.
Singer the pitch, and that one is just on the line, 1-2. Yeah, again, that's been something that's really been prevalent with the Phillies, especially that number 5 spot, and then dealing with Aaron Nola, and just the bullpen has had just some disastrous games over the last whole season, honestly. Singer delivers, and that one's outside, 2-2. Again, Banks up to a 7.14 ERA. Alvarado even worse than that. It's been brutal for some of these guys in the bullpen, and those 2 guys weren't bad last year either. Singer delivers, and that one is hit by Bohm. That is up high and into the glove in the right field for Marte, and there's 2 away here in the top of the second.
Now, Bryson Stott batting next has had some success against Singer in his career, 3 for 5. Ooh. So let's see if we can continue that here.
Stott 245 in Watch with Nordic streams. He has a respective 250 batting average when I commentate him.
Stott's been doing pretty well the past month plus.
First pitch, swing and a miss.
Started out the season on a slow note, but is OPS has certainly climbed the past few weeks.
But to be fair, I mean, most of the Phillies team did,
Yeah,
honestly.
true.
You look at, what happened under Rob Thompson and how Don Mattingly's changed this team. Next pitch from Singer's inside. That's 1-1.
Yeah, Don, of course, quoted yesterday in the media saying he might like to return to manage the Phillies next season.
Yeah,
it's kind of a surprise after what we were hearing a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's been interesting. Line drive here for Stott. That's a base hit. This should be at least 2 for him. He's going to run around the second. The throw is not in time. It gets away from De La Cruz a little bit. But there's the first hit of the game, a double for Bryson Stott.
Continuing his great hitting off of Singer. That's his 4th hit in 6 at-bats against the Reds pitcher.
This will bring up the rookie, Gabriel Rincones Jr. We commentated his second career home run back in Kansas City just a couple of days ago. Again, we talked about it in the pregame. He has been just awesome and has really improved his batting average over the last, I would say, 10 games or so. And yeah, in his last 6 games, 3 doubles and a homer. 368. It's really good. First pitch from Singer, and that one is on the line. That's a strike. Rincones is going to challenge this.
I don't think he's going to win this
I don't
one.
think he's going to win this one either. I think that was on the line. Yeah.
Always tough to lose a challenge early in the game like that.
Exactly. And that's one that, like, again, I understand that you think it may be, but that just, even if it's a little bit of it, it's still a strike. 0-1 count. Singer the pitch. Outside, 1-1.
That was Bryson Stott's 16th double of the season already. So again,
wow.
Showing that he's really caught up nicely compared to his slow start.
1 ball, 1 strike. Singer the pitch, and that one is down low. 2-1. Singer up to 29 pitches here already. Runner on second. 2 balls, 1 strike. Singer delivers. And that one's outside again. 3-1.
Singer starting to fall behind some of these batters compared to the first inning. Running up that pitch count. We're up to 30 already.
Rincones with 5 hits on this road trip here. Singer delivers, swing and a miss, and there's the full count, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the second.
Stott getting a good secondary lead here.
Singer delivers, and that one is grounded out to first. And there's the inning. Phillies leave a runner on, which is something they've done a lot recently. We will head to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless here in Cincinnati. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button down below and subscribe if you're new. Due up here in this inning for the Phillies, Spencer Steele, Eugenio Suarez, and Tyler Stephenson due up for the Phils. There we go. Get the Phillies lineup up here. Yeah, definitely got to be some kind of easier way to do this, but it's all good. All right. So the double from Bryson Stott is the only hit we have so far here in this ball game. Hopefully there's more.
Singer with 2 strikeouts so far in 2 innings of work. Luzardo has the single strikeout so far.
Luzardo now up to 10 Ks in live commentary streams. That passes Shohei Ohtani for the most in Watch with Nordic history. But again, that's not that hard because it's only been 4 streams.
Small sample size.
Yeah. It'll get up there. It's all good. All right. Yeah, Brandon Marsh now 0 for 6 in live commentaries. You can
You're a jinx.
you can put that on me. You can put that on me.
Coming back to earth a little bit here in
it seems like he has been.
Past few weeks.
Luzardo, his sweeper has been the most primal place where he's gotten a lot of his strikeouts. 166 of his strikeouts have come from the sweeper since the start of 2025. Here's Spencer Steer coming up at first base. Luzardo. And the pitch. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. .242 batting average for Steer this season. 0-1 pitch, and that's just barely on the line, 0-2. No challenge from Steer. It did look like it was a little close, but I think it did get the line.
Again, early in the game, going to conserve your challenges if you can. Unfortunately, we haven't seen that too much as of late. Steer 2 for 4 against Luzardo in his career.
And the pitch is down low, 1-2. What do you think of the new ABS system that they've implemented now that we've had it for 3
months? It's working out well. I do enjoy it. It doesn't seem to be much of a delay on the game at all, which was a lot of people's concern coming into the season.
Yeah, it only takes maybe 20 seconds. Luzardo delivers. That one's way outside. 2-2 now on the count.
The teams are still kind of feeling it too. The strategy about how many times you challenge early in the game, how much you save for your star players later in the game, and I think that's just something they're going to have to work through as the season continues.
2-2 pitch, and that one is grounded out to third. Bohm the throw, and there's one away here in the bottom of the second. Yeah, at the beginning of the year, you definitely saw it was a lot of trial and error, and there was some funny moments where there would be hitters who would challenge a strike for a ball, and the ball would be entirely in the strikeout zone. It'd be just,
Yeah.
All right, Eugenio Suarez coming up here now to the plate for the Reds. Suarez batting .204 this year. He had a home run off a Wheeler on Tuesday.
Yeah, only 9 home runs. Now, he has been injured some of the season, only has played in 63 games, but quite a drop-off from last year. He had a total of 49 home runs between the Diamondbacks and the Mariners.
12-game on-base streak as well, whether that's base hits or walks. Luzardo the pitch, and that one's hit away there. 0-2 count here on Suarez now.
Suarez has faced Luzardo in 10 at-bats. He's only 1 for 10 against him, so doesn't seem to see the southpaw very well.
The 0-2 pitch, outside, 1-2. Luzardo now up to 13 pitches here. Pretty good count so far. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Luzardo delivers. Swing and a miss. He got him. Second strikeout of the game for Jesus Luzardo.
Now, Eugenio Suarez is certainly susceptible to the strikeout. He's led the league or been tied with the league leaders in strikeouts 3 times in his career.
Oh, boy.
Last year, he struck out 196 times.
A lot of swing and misses on that, I'm sure. Here's Tyler Stevenson, the catcher for the Reds. First pitch from Luzardo, and that one is hit into shallow right. That's a base hit. Crawford will come in and make the throw. He'll hold him at first, and there's the first hit of the game for the Reds. Coming up now is Noelvi Marte. Marte 205. Last night went 2 for 5 at a home run and a double. 4 RBIs. Wow.
Marte has never faced Luzardo in his career.
First pitch is inside. That's a 1-0. It's always fun to take a look at the records for these hitters against these pitchers. You never know what you're going to get, especially with these first-time guys. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. 1-1 pitch, and that one is popped up to right field. Rincones has the easy sight. He'll make the catch, and that is it for the second inning here. Well, to the top of the third, things are moving relatively swiftly. It is still scoreless here in Cincinnati.
Yeah, 25 minutes into this game. I guess they're pining to get on that bus to Detroit.
Yeah, right.
Phillies, of course, after this series, will be wrapping up their time before the All-Star break in Detroit against the Tigers this weekend, playing 3 there.
Believe it'll be Nola Friday, Sanchez Saturday, and then Wheeler.
Zach Wheeler on Sunday.
Yeah, and that is actually the reason why he is not in the All-Star game, which is unfortunate. Again, like he showed why he should be on Tuesday for sure. 14 Ks.
Major League Baseball still could have named him an All-Star. And, swapped him out on the roster. They've done that in the past, so it's a little frustrating.
Yeah, especially since Luzardo got it, and I'm not giving any flack to Luzardo, but I think Wheeler's been better. Absolutely.
That's for sure. And the thing about the turnaround the team has had since he started, it was basically that night he started is when everything turned around. Their losing streak, and that was it. They were off to the races.
He's been a major part of it, so it is frustrating for him, but hey, I mean, if that makes him angry and that makes him want to strike out 14, 15 batters a game, I'm not opposed to that at all.
Yep. Taking a look at some scores around the league, the Marlins have taken the lead over the Mariners 2-1. So if that score holds, the Phillies will need to win to keep pace with the Marlins in the National League East.
Yeah, definitely need to gain some more ground on Miami. Those boys down there have been hot for sure. And I mean, again, it's not like they're in danger of falling out of the wild card spot that they're currently in, but you obviously want to have as much ground as you can, because I believe if they do end up dropping to that third spot and they stay there, I think they would play the Braves, right, or the Brewers?
Yeah, plenty of season left to go.
Obviously, yeah, but
looks like some chirping between Luzardo and the Reds' dugout during the middle of the inning. Have to keep an eye on that for anything. Looks like Sal Stewart was the fellow All-Star Sal Stewart, who was joining the Reds at the All-Star game.
Yeah, I definitely want to keep an eye on that. It's pretty rare that you see, stuff like that involving the Phillies, especially. First pitch on Real Muto, that one is outside, 1-0. I mean, again, you saw on Monday, the two coaches get ejected, and then, of course, Schwarber got ejected on Monday. But you never really, at least in my time, the last time I saw the Phillies, really get into it with players from another team, I couldn't even tell you.
It happened for years with David Bell at the helm of the Reds. As manager, but of course he was relieved of his duties recently, and a little bit of a different team under Terry Francona now.
Realmuto, 202 batting average, 7 home runs. He's on my fantasy team. Singer the pitch, and that one's hit by Realmuto over to De La Cruz, and the throw, and put out there at first. That was close, but they're going to call it an out.
De La Cruz will do that sometimes, kind of hold back the throw, make it a little bit more exciting. He knows what he's doing to get the maximum entertainment factor from the crowd.
Here comes the other rookie, Justin Crawford. Crawford, 262. He has a 313 batting average since June 1st. Singer the pitch, and that one's in the corner there for a strike. Looks like it was called a ball, so they're going to challenge this. I think he's going to get this challenge.
Yeah, they certainly used the ABS to their advantage the other night, the Reds.
Definitely. Yeah,
that was fully in the strike.
That was firmly in there. Yeah, a lot of interesting calls tonight from the umps. That's for sure. Justin
Crawford currently with a 666 OPS, so he's going to be happy to change that number up here after this at bat.
Second pitch is 0-2. That's right in there in the strike zone. 37 pitches for Brady Singer here for 3 innings. I mean, that's been the issue with him. And the pitch outside, 1-2.
Yeah, 25 strikes, 13 for balls. So decent ratio, but yeah, it's too many pitches through 2 1/3.
Next pitch is inside, 2-2. Justin Crawford's certainly been a work in progress. Took him a while to get his first career home run. And again, it's just been, up and down for him this year. And that's to be expected for a rookie, more or less. Singer delivers, and that one is hit well into left field and caught by Blade. And there's 2 away.
Yeah, we'll head back to the top of the order. Trey Turner, of course, 0 for 1 in his first at bat to see if he can finally break through against Singer in his career.
Ground out from Trey Turner in that first inning. 40 pitches for Singer here already. Here's the first one on Turner. And that one is hit high into center. Running in to make the catch is Friedel, and that'll do it here for the top of the third. 1, 2, 3, go the Phils, and we will head to the bottom of the third. It is still scoreless in Cincinnati. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated.
You picked an exciting game.
Should have won yesterday, right?
Yesterday or the day before, that game had it all.
Yesterday would have been very frustrating.
Yeah. Yesterday, or the game on, what was that, Tuesday night, had an ejection in it. We had the Phillies winning. Had a good pitching matchup, so.
We'll take what we can get.
Top of the fourth in Miami, it's still 2-1 Marlins over the Mariners. Elsewhere across the league, the Tigers up 1-0 over the A's in Detroit. Of course, the Phillies heading to Detroit after this game is over. And those are the only 3 games happening right now. The rest of the games, 4 others starting up here later on.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quiet night in the MLB, and that's typically what, Thursdays and Mondays are usually. Usually have a little bit lesser games because it's usually some off days.
Usually a travel day for a lot of teams. Yep.
We commentated Yankees and Rays earlier today. That was a heck of a game. A lot of home runs. A lot of pitchers were used. There was a total of, I believe, 14 different pitchers that were used in that ball game. It was an interesting one. All right. Everything's good here. Due up in this bottom of the third, it is Edwin Arroyo, TJ Friedel, and Ellie De La Cruz. Due up here in this bottom of the third. Nice little playground there in Cincinnati. Philly's got one just like that. I would think ours is a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I think the Phillies are on their second incarnation of a playground.
Swing and a miss from Arroyo on the first pitch from Luzardo. Arroyo 247 this season. No home runs yet. Only 29 games. Luzardo, the 0-1 pitch. That one's down low, 1-1. One pitch, and that one is hit foul, 1-2 here for Arroyo. Luzardo up to 2 strikeouts here today alongside Singer, who also has 2 as well. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. There's the third strikeout of the game for Luzardo.
Really liking Luzardo keeping the ball down in this game so far. That's where you want to be with a team like the Reds, who can sometimes surprise you with the long ball.
Yeah, and that's what they usually do. They're more known for their home runs than they are their legitimate base hits, but they have guys who can hit. They have guys who can be dangerous.
Ballpark helps too.
Absolutely.
This is a home run friendly ballpark.
Here's TJ Friedel at the bottom of the order for the Reds. Luzardo the pitch. That one is inside. 1-0. 1 for his last 15. Luzardo delivers, and that one is a foul tip. And 1-1. Game's moving on pretty swiftly here. Game I did earlier, Yankees and Rays, that was like a 3-hour game.
Friedel, not known for his bat, more for his glove, hitting a paltry 171 for the season.
Luzardo the pitch, and that one is in there for a called strike, 1-2. Ooh, tipped off there, hit the ump in the arm. Hopefully the ump's. Ooh, he got a little mark on his arm. After
Hazard
that one,
of the job.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's gonna leave a mark.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the game for Jesus Luzardo.
Luzardo having the
Of the inning.
strikeout ball working here so far this evening. 4 strikeouts for 2 2/3 innings.
We'll head to the top of the order here for the Reds. It's Ellie De La Cruz. Again, only one hit for both sides here in this ball game here tonight. And we're through the top of both teams' orders. First pitch on De La Cruz. That one is a bouncer. 1-0.
Throwing the sweeper again. De La Cruz struck out his first time at bat to start the game against Luzardo.
1 ball, no strikes. De La Cruz takes one inside, 2-0. 28 pitches for Jesus Luzardo. Doing better than Singer in his pitch count. Luzardo, and that one's in there for a strike, 2-1. And there's the play that got 2 Phillies coaches ejected back on Tuesday. Luzardo delivers, and that's a called strike. De La Cruz took that easily, 2-2.
Luzardo now up for 30 pitches for the game. A little bit more economical than the Reds starter Singer.
Luzardo delivers, and that one is down low for a full count ball, 3-2. No walks today yet for Luzardo. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Luzardo, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts in the bottom of the third for Jesus Luzardo. He keeps on cooking. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Still scoreless in Cincinnati.
Striking out the side. Look at that.
Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button down below and subscribe if you are new. I would greatly appreciate it. We are back to basically the top of the order. Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, and Brandon Marsh up to bat here in this inning. We're through 3 innings in this ball game. Would you like to give us a pitcher's report?
Yeah, so far both pitchers have been pitching well. Luzardo 3 innings in has allowed just 1 hit, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Lowers his ERA on the season to 3.64. Again, that just keeps on coming down every start, it seems. Meanwhile, on the other side, Brady Singer, a 3 innings pitch, also 1 hit, and has struck out 2. It's not quite the same firepower with the strikeouts for Singer, but again, we have ourselves a pitcher's duel on our hands here for the first 3 innings of the game.
Yeah, I always like to do that. I always like to take a look every 3 innings, see how the pitchers are doing. If there's usually a change, read off the stats and all that, but these 2 pitchers have done a really good job here tonight. Only 1 hit given up for both sides so far. So we have a good ball game here on our hands.
So what are we, a third of the way through the game, and it's only 7:48. So
yeah.
We're talking about barely a half hour into the game, a half hour, 40 minutes or so, and we're already a third of the way through.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the amazing part about baseball, and that's what I really love about this sport. With the hockey commentaries that I do, you're usually getting like a 3-hour game, maybe even less than that. Like my average in the regular season was around the same, but for baseball, you could have like a 2-hour game. You could have like a 4-hour game. If there's rain delays, it could be longer. Like you really don't know. Like that's the best part about it. We could be here on the couch for only 2 hours. We'd be here on the couch for forever. It seems.
And it used to be even worse without the Ghost Runner. It could go on.
Oh yeah.
Indefinitely, it seemed like. And of course, with World Cup going on right now, you never know how long those games are with how much extra time they put on the clock.
Yep. Here's Kyle Schwarber, first pitch from Singer. That one is down low, 1-0. Yeah, Team USA out of the World Cup, unfortunately, so there goes my attention to it.
Yeah, I'm still watching a few games.
I think Norway's going to win. I really like what Holland's doing over there.
Of course you would like Norway to win.
Why not?
What a surprise.
You don't like Norway?
Norway.
There you go. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
Good one. I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah, no, I mean, like, you got all the good batches in there. I'm surprised Ronaldo's out, though. Ronaldo and
yeah, I mean Messi and Argentina barely hung on the last 2 games.
Yeah,
so
that was
see how they
nuts.
are going forward.
That was nuts. They were referring that game to the 28-3 Super Bowl with the Patriots and the Falcons.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know if I'd call it that, but Schwarber fouls one off 2-2. It'd be one thing if like all of those goals came in like the last 25 minutes of the game. But you knew Argentina was going to come back. It was inevitable. Singer the pitch, and that one is strike 3 there on Schwarber. He's been struck out twice here today. And that'll bring up Bryce Harper.
Yeah, third strikeout of the game for Singer. Trying to catch up to Luzardo's 5. Another strikeout batter is at the plate now, Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper 0 for 1. Obviously, as you said, with a strikeout. Again, 263 average on the year. He's got 20 home runs. Singer the pitch. Swing and a miss.
2 for 8 in his career against Singer, so some modest success.
Great. And there's that Reds fan in the outfield.
He just challenged the pitch, although I don't think he's allowed to.
Did he really? I didn't even notice that. Pitch from Singer is down low, 1-1.
Also looks like there's a reptilian-type creature, a dinosaur, behind home plate.
Yeah.
When we go back to the other camera view, you can see that. There we go.
Yeah, what is that? Ground out to first here. The throw to Singer. He'll complete the play. There's 2 away.
Singer here in the early going is the ground ball working. A couple of opportunities at first base for Singer.
Here's Brandon Marsh. That looks like a Phillies fan there in the
Steer, excuse me.
behind home plate.
Yeah, it's hard to tell the difference
yeah,
when you play
when they're both
red
team.
Yep.
Yeah. Brandon Marsh 0 for 1 with a ground out. And we're going to have a mound visit here real quick. 49 pitches for Singer. It's been a good outing for him, but again, one thing that's been prevalent with him all year is that he just gets worked on pitch counts. And that's really what racks up his pitch count here. Again, through 4 innings, you're up to 50 pitches. It's not ideal for a guy like him.
Yeah, and again, he's a ground ball pitcher. We've seen a lot of ground balls so far this game. That's how you know he's on, when he has that sinker in the ground ball working.
Not going to get you a lot of strikeouts. He loves to hit balls into play or get balls hit into play. All right, post the mound visit. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Brandon Marsh, again, the all-star, one of the all-stars for the Phillies here.
Phillies have the most all-stars in the league.
First pitch is outside, 1-0.
6 named.
And they're showing this guy again here on the screen. He's waiting out there in the outfield.
He might be waiting for a while.
Singer delivers, and Marsh hits one up high to center field, and that is caught. And that'll do it here for the 4th. Midway through the 4th inning, we'll go back to the bottom of the order. It is scoreless in Cincinnati. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit the like button down below and subscribe for new. Do up Sal Stewart, JJ Bleday, and Spencer Steer. It seems like we've been going 1-2-3 here through most of this ball game.
Yeah, 2 hits, no walks, not a whole lot of offense through 3.5.
Could make the game interesting. We'll see.
You know, after yesterday's game where Phillies were outscored by quite a bit, what you need is innings from your starting pitchers to give your bullpen a rest.
Yeah, and that's been the issue with the Phillies. Again, like, this 5th spot, which this was originally Andrew Painter's role, and then he's kind of just not played at the level that we anticipated. And then you saw, I don't think Renhel's been bad, but just the relievers that have come in after him have really just...
He's done his job.
Yeah.
You know, he's there to eat up innings for that 5th start. Let's be honest, in the playoffs, you don't need a 5th starter.
Yeah.
Barely need a 4th starter. So he's just there to eat up innings and give a quality start here and there.
Yeah, and you shouldn't expect him to go, 6 scoreless innings with 9 strikeouts like what we've seen, the top pitchers on this team do. So, again, like, if you can just get, 5 innings out of him, 3 runs, or even what he did yesterday with 3 innings, giving up 3 runs, it's doable. The offense has to show up at some point. But, again, the bullpen's been what's been prevalent. It's had its ups and its downs, but it feels like it's been mostly downs here.
Especially the lefties out of the bullpen. You look for the Phillies at the trade deadline to probably get a left-handed reliever to shore up the bullpen.
Everybody's saying Aroldis Chapman. I don't know how that's going to go.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one.
Here's Sal Stewart up yet again, NL rookie here. He ranks first in essentially everything except for OPS. He has the most home runs by a Reds rookie before the All-Star break. First pitch here on Luzardo, and that one is hit.
I'm sorry,
foul.
Evan. Sal Stewart is an all-star for the Reds this year, along with their right-handed starting pitcher Chase Burns.
There you go. Good for him. 0 for 1 tonight with a flyout. He was giving it to Luzardo a little bit. Next pitch is fouled away, 0-2.
A little extra oomph in his swing, it seems like, after that. Those words they exchanged a couple innings back.
Look back to this series back in Philadelphia. Reds took 2 of 3 in that series against the Phillies back in Citizens Bank Park. Luzardo delivers, and that one is grounded out to third. Bohm will get it, and the throw is in time. 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, and the Reds in a vastly different place than they were when they saw the Phillies earlier in the season. They got off to a tremendous start in the National League Central. Very surprising start. Of course, they've come back to earth, now being several games below 500, 7 games under 500, in fact.
Yeah, things have seemingly tampered off for them a good bit here in this outing for sure. Here's Blade, first pitch from Luzardo. That is just outside. They're going to call it a ball. No challenge from Real Muto. It did look like it did get outside. It was close, but that looked outside to me. 1-0 pitch. Inside, 2-0.
Of course, the Reds managed by Terry Francona, who started his managerial career in Philadelphia from 1997 to 2000.
Sometimes they start here, sometimes they end up here. Luzardo the pitch, and that one's in there for a called strike, 2-1.
And almost always they don't have success here, except for a few.
Typically, that's usually how it goes, right? 2 balls, 1 strike. Luzardo the pitch, and that one nearly got Blade. It was inside. It'll be a 3-1 count.
A little dangerous here having the 3-hole hitter have a 3-1 count.
Yeah.
Blade, of course, could pop a ball out, no problem. Hopefully I'm not prophetic.
3-1 pitch. And that ball is hit foul. Up to a full count.
Blade, a native of Danville, Pennsylvania. So he's actually a Pennsylvanian as well.
That's not too far from here.
Nope.
We usually do that on the drive to State College, right?
Yes.
We usually pass by there.
Yep.
Next pitch, swing and a miss. And there's the 6th strikeout of the game for Luzardo.
And there's Luzardo racking up his strikeouts. Over half of the outs he's had this season have come via the strikeout pitch, and he's showing us why here so far this game.
Here comes Spencer Steer up here, batting cleanup today. He is 0 for 1. Luzardo delivers, and that one is just on the line. They're calling it a strike. No challenge from Steer. Yeah, Luzardo up to now a 15 strikeouts in Watchers Nordic history. 0-1 pitch is down low. It does get Steer, and he'll go to first.
Looks like it hit his foot there and bounced up and away from the plate.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. It looks to be all right. Again, you never go out there hoping to, injure players, and gotta hurt. Ooh,
that looks,
if it hits the ground,
it did hit the ground first.
Yeah, I wonder if they challenge this.
Philly's probably getting a look underneath at this, but looks like they're gonna play on.
They're gonna play on. I mean, Don Mattingly's done a good job at challenging a lot of things. Usually getting it right. Early in the game, though, they opt to keep the challenge. It is a risk, but it did look like it was. It did touch the ground first.
ABS challenge here for the Reds.
I think he might. I think he might have got this right. We'll see. Yep, he got that one right.
Reds have been using the ABS to their advantage, it seems like, over the series so far.
That's like their 2nd or 3rd one of the day. 1 ball, no strikes. Luzardo delivers, and that one is up high, 2-0. One thing I have noticed is that he'll have a really good start to the game, and then you do get over to the later innings, and he starts to throw a lot more balls. That's what I've noticed with Luzardo a good bit. Next pitch is in there for a strike, 2-1. And I have noticed, too, that again, a lot of the outings where he doesn't end up having a good outing, it usually comes, in the 4th to the 6th inning is what I've noticed. Swing and a miss there, 2-2.
Yeah, it seems like he has the sweeper working pretty well tonight, though. So hopefully that won't be an issue second, third time through the order.
Runner on first, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Luzardo the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. There's 7 strikeouts through 4 innings for Luzardo, doing his best Zach Wheeler impression. And we are through 4 innings today. It is scoreless in Cincinnati.
Taking a quick look at the score in Miami, the Marlins have gone up 6-1.
Oh boy,
over the Mariners. So again, Phillies, if that game holds, need to win to keep pace in the NL East. They'll fall they will fall to third place.
Yeah, you definitely need definitely going to need a good outing here from the Phillies here tonight. Again, it's actually good to see the Marlins doing what they're doing. All the years of struggles for them. I've been a big fan of Sammy Alcantara for a while. I threw a complete game earlier. He did just recently become the Marlins all-time strikeouts leader. And you look at the video that they showed, it seemed like the fans didn't know or they didn't care. I don't know if you saw that.
Very typical, unfortunately, of Miami and Florida fans in general. Sorry, Sunshine State.
Yeah, well, see it with their hockey teams a lot.
I always thought it weird how good hockey is in Florida, a tropical state.
Yeah, it's definitely become a lot more prevalent. I think the thing is with that is that it's actually a no-tax state.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's become something that's really been prevalent there. And again, I think good management's a factor of it too, and they've had some good managers.
You need to start a team in Delaware then, because there's no tax there either.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. They should do that. That's a good idea. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Again, this is just a small little thing on the side to my main hockey channel. We do some baseball commentaries here. We commentate all 32 teams, so hit that subscribe button down below. Tomorrow we're doing Brewers and Pirates, followed by Rockies and Giants. And those are the final games that we'll have for a while, actually. I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed All-Star Week, so we will not have any streams that week.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Get some water ice.
Not fun.
Get some water ice, get some soup.
Yeah. I guess I haven't told you about that. Yeah.
I think I did hear about that from somewhere. Little birdie told me. A lot of baseball you'll be watching.
Here's Alec Boehm, Singer the pitch, and that one is outside, 1-0.
That could have been one that Boehm could have challenged, probably.
Oh, he called it a strike. That's one thing that I've been struggling with, not seeing the umps call. And that one's directly down the middle, 0-2. Yeah, what really stinks is that, at least I'm picking the week where there's not a lot of baseball. I'm not really, that upset that I can't really do the All-Star game.
Watch the ESPYs, right? Is that next week?
Is that next week, too? Oh,
it usually is during All-Star break, yeah. I haven't heard much about it this year.
Maybe I'll go watch the WNBA. Hey, they got a good league over there.
Go watch some golf or tennis. World Cup action.
Swing and a miss there from Boehm. There's another strikeout for Singer. Both pitchers pitching very well here tonight.
11 combined strikeouts between the two pitchers.
Wow. Here's Bryson Stott coming up. Stott with 16 doubles and 16 doubles and 16 stolen bases. Puts him amongst some of the best players in all of Major League Baseball. Bobby Witt on that list.
Turner on that list as well. Only teammates on that list.
First pitch from Singer is down there for a strike. That one looked a little bit close too. No challenge from Stott there either. 56 pitches from Stinger. 0-1 pitch, and that one is hit into left. It'll be caught.
Another good drive by Stott there. Didn't quite get it down for a base hit, but again, after getting a hit in his first at-bat, that's good to see.
And there's 2 away. Gabriel Rincones Jr. coming up here now yet again. Rincones Jr. Tonight is 0 for 1. 57 pitches for Brady Singer tonight as well. First pitch is down low for a ball. 1-0. Top of the 5th. 2 outs. Pitch from Singer. And that is grounded out there by Rincones. De La Cruz the throw, and it's in time. And that'll do it for the top of the fifth. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth here in Cincinnati. 1-2-3 yet again.
These players are playing like they have reservations in a restaurant after this game. They're really flying through this one.
Yep. Scoreless. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Due up here in this bottom of the fifth is Tyler Stephenson, Noel Marte, and Edwin Arroyo.
Luzardo with an excellent pitch count through the middle of the fifth inning. Only 48 pitches, 33 for strikes in comparison to Singer, of course, who pitched an extra half inning there with 59, 39 for strikes. So really, each pitcher kind of matching each other tit for tat here so far through the game.
Due up here in this bottom of the third, it is Tyler Stephenson, Noel Marte, and Edwin Arroyo, as I said. Hey, Dr. Delay, thank you for the kind words. He said, you're not too shabby at this. Good stuff.
There we go.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, again, it's usually just me, but my uncle's joining me here today because he likes to talk about some baseball. We commented all 30 teams here on the channel, so good to see you, man. Thank you for the kind words.
Let's take a look at the umpires for tonight's game. Mike Estabrook is behind home plate. Lance Barrett at first. At second, Malachi Moore. And Alfonso Marquez rounds it out at third base.
All right. I'd have to update my scorecard here.
Taking a look at on the screen here, the home run derby participants. Next week we have Ben Rice, Wilson Contreras, Junior Caminero, Jack Caglione for the American League, and so far 2 have been announced for the National League. Of course, Bryce Harper and Jordan Walker. We have 2 slots left to fill here in the final days.
Yeah, again, there's obviously a question of will it be Kyle Schwarber, will it be somebody else? But there's still plenty of other National League players who could potentially be it besides Schwarber that haven't announced it yet. But it would make sense to have, the number 1 leading home run guy.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time we've had 2 players from the same team in a home run derby.
First pitch from Luzardo on Stevenson. That is down low there for a ball, 1-0.
Stevenson's had some success against Luzardo, including tonight's 0 for 1. He's 3 for 5 in his career.
Next pitch is hit off of Luzardo's foot. Stott gets the ball. The throw is in time, it appears, for an out.
Very nice play there by Stott, corralling that ball as it ricocheted off Luzardo at the mound, and a quick throw over to Harper at first. Nice play.
There's one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Coming up here now is Noel Marte. What's my plan for calling baseball, a specific team, or just call what looks good? Well, if you're talking about specific matchups, for me, I'm just trying to get one team, or trying to get commentate at least one team at least once right now, and then I'll start looking at specific matchups and stuff. But yeah, I'm usually just trying to commentate all 30 of the teams. I'm early on into this. This is only my 4th stream, so we're just trying our best to get all the teams in here for at least a call throughout the year. Here's Noel Marte. Pitch count is 2-0. Got distracted there. That's my fault. Luzardo the pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. 2-1.
Even as he's fallen behind these batters, he's still pounding the zone with strikes here. Yeah. So very well on his way to more than 7 strikeouts, I assume, for the rest of the game here.
2-1 pitch. Fouled away. 2-2.
54 pitches for Luzardo here, 36 for strikes, so a very excellent ratio of strikes to balls so far this game. Batter calls his timeout.
Timeout here for Marte.
Marte 3 for 5 against Luzardo in his career, including the 0 for 1.
2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Call stays alive. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be live around, I believe the game's at 6:40 for Brewers and Pirates. Stream start time will be 6:28. And then we also have Rockies and Giants. That'll be an interesting one.
If I make it to the Pirates game, I'll have to FaceTime in.
Yeah, you'll have to send me a nice little photo. I'll put it on the stream. Luzardo the pitch, and that one is outside, 3-2.
rare full count here by Luzardo. No walks in this game yet, so even though he has a full count here, he's been economical.
Haven't seen that very often, yeah. 3-2 pitch, and that's outside. First walk of the game for Luzardo.
And of course, I jinxed it.
Yeah, it's all your fault. Coming up now is Arroyo with one on. All right.
Philadelphia Marte has 4 stolen bases so far this season, 29 in his career. So he can swipe a base.
Something to follow. First pitch there on Edwin Arroyo, that is outside. Arroyo struck out previously in the third. Bottom of the fifth, one out. Luzardo delivers, and that one is grounded out, and that'll be over for Stott. The throw is in time. There's 2 away.
Just a little too deep there for the double play. Stott making a good decision there to throw to first base to get the sure out.
Marte will advance to second. That'll bring up Friedel as we reach the bottom of the order.
Friedel 0 for 1. He struck out earlier in the game.
First pitch there on Friedel. That is outside. Check swing.
Teasing the butt.
1-0. Thank you, Dr. DeLay. I appreciate your kind words. Yeah, hope to see you another stream, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Keep on putting the work in. Swing and a miss there from Luzardo, as he's been doing here in this game today.
Yeah, the Reds with a runner in scoring position for the first time tonight. The Phillies, of course, had Bryson Stott there after his double in the beginning of the game.
1 ball, 1 strike. Luzardo delivers, and that one is grounded out over into short. Stott the throw. He opts to throw to third. It's not in time, and now runners are at the corners here.
Yeah, wise decision by Stott there not to throw to first base. That ball was just hit too deep up the middle of the infield to get a fairly speedy runner in TJ Friedel.
Yeah, just not enough time. I mean, again, like he kind of hesitated on that a little bit, and then I think that's what resulted in him not being able to get that last one. So runners on the corners here now in the bottom of the fifth.
That'll be a dangerous L.A. De La Cruz at bat. He's struck out twice so far this game. Hopefully we can make it a hat trick here.
I like that hockey term. There you go.
Got some hockey terms up my sleeve.
Pitch from Luzardo. That one is hit foul. You know, again, even a single will put the Reds here on the board. So Luzardo definitely got to keep that ball in play. No balls, 1 strike. Luzardo the pitch. That one is grounded out to short. Turner the throw to second. It's in time. And the Phillies get out of that bottom of the fifth unscathed. We'll head to the top of the sixth. Still no runs. It's scoreless.
All right, maybe we did make the right call calling this game. It's going nice and quick.
Yeah, maybe we did. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Due up here in this inning, Real Muto, Crawford, and Turner. Cross that out there.
Luzardo, 5 innings pitched now. 2 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. He's up to 64 pitches, 42 for strikes. Meanwhile, Brady Singer in the same amount of innings pitched at 59. So Luzardo going past Singer here because of the traffic on the bases.
That's what you want to see, exactly.
Taking a look at the score in the Marlins-Mariners game, 6-2 Marlins now, the bottom of the 5th inning. Brewers and Cardinals game is underway in St. Louis. It's 2-0 in Milwaukee. And then in Texas, the Angels and Rangers scoreless after the top of the 1st.
A lot of good baseball here on today. Do you have a favorite baseball team at all or just a fan of the game? We're actually both Phillies fans. We're both from the Philadelphia area. We've been to plenty of Phillies games. But yeah, I'm the one who generally calls a lot of baseball games on here. And I also have a hockey channel where I commentate hockey on there as well. What team are you a fan of, Dr. DeLay? It looks like you're I clicked on your channel. Looks like you're a Pittsburgh sports fans. So we might bump heads a little bit, especially with the hockey team.
I will be in Pittsburgh this weekend. Might take in again that Pirates game on Friday.
That'd be a good game to see. Do you know who's pitching for that one? I haven't looked yet, actually.
I am not. I'm very, the Sunday matchup is one I was really circling and hoping to get to. It doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Mizorowski and Skeens, it looks like, on Sunday. Another great matchup for the Phillies and the Tigers, Skubal and Wheeler on Sunday.
And that's the exact reason why all four of those guys are not all-stars. So, well, I think Skeens was an all-star, and so was Mizorowski.
Yes,
They removed them, though.
Again, they could have did the same thing with Wheeler and, replaced him on the roster.
First pitch there on Realmuto is outside, 1-0. Singer up to 60 pitches here tonight. And second pitch is outside as well, 2-0. Philly's got to find a way to get on the board here. 4 total hits tonight, 3 of them from the Reds. Next pitch on Realmuto, that's in there for a strike. 2-1.
JT asked for time here.
Realmuto 0 for 1 with an out earlier in the ball game in the third inning. Moving really swiftly through this one. Only about an hour 20 into the stream. Swing and a miss there from Realmuto, 2-2. But with the way this one's going, we could go longer than, the
regulation.
Yeah. Overtime.
Overtime.
That's what we call it.
Wrong sport.
2-2 pitch. That's a called strike 3 there for Singer.
Singer, of course, the strikeout pitch working tonight as well through 5 1/3. He has 5 strikeouts now to Luzardo's 7. So this has turned into a pitcher's duel. We kind of thought it might be here at the beginning of the game.
Here comes Justin Crawford. He's 0 for 1 today. Learned the game of hockey. Called very little Pens games, but I enjoyed it. Not had much grown these days. Oh, you were born in Reading. Nice. Yeah, I'm very familiar with the Reading area. Ground ball out to fly ball out to Crawford, and it's caught. There's 2 away. Yeah, very familiar with the Reading area. So, yeah, I mean, again, that's kind of like what I am with baseball right now. I'm learning how to call baseball. I'm very experienced with hockey, but, baseball is something that I'm not an expert in. I will be the first to admit that.
Turner's third time at bats. Be interesting to see how the players do their third time through against Singer.
First pitch is down low. That's ball, 1-0. One 1-0 pitch. Line drive, center field, and caught. And there's the top half of the 6th inning. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th. Still no runs. Only 1 hit for the Phils.
This game is a little over an hour old, and we're already in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah. Could have called the game later on tonight. Dodgers-Rockies, I'm pretty sure.
It's a triple header.
Yeah. I would have, too, if it were hockey. I 100% would have. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you are new.
Brewers taking a 2-0 lead over the Cardinals after 2.
Due up here in this 6th inning, it is Stewart, Blade, and Steer.
Tigers up over the A's 3-1 in Detroit. Again, we're now getting into that part of the game where these batters are facing the pitcher a third time through the order. And, after getting a look at them, for 2 at-bats, they can sometimes start to lock in on those pitchers a little better.
Definitely. Got to get some runs at some point. Football guy myself, but baseball's been good to the channel, so it's cool. 100% ready for football. Yeah, I'm not crazy about football. I mean, I don't know how you are, but we'll watch the Eagles. Very happy with, their Super Bowl. What was it, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
They were disappointing last year for sure. Frustrating year with Kevin Patullo and the whole A.J. Brown situation, but
I'm usually excited to watch football. Not necessarily the first month or 2 of the football season because baseball still going on at that
Yeah.
point, but obviously nice to have a football back after a hot summer. Just cools you down.
Hot summer at that for sure.
Yes.
Heat's been crazy last couple
It
of days.
has
It's,
been.
it's cooled down recently with the rain.
Yeah.
First pitch for Luzardo in there on Stewart. That's a called strike. 0-1.
Sweeper's looking good still here as we head into the 6th inning. 66 pitches for Luzardo, 44 for strikes.
0-1 pitch. Fouled away. 0-2.
Sal Stewart is again the All-Star, one of the All-Star representatives for the Reds, hitting .255 for the season with an .818 OPS so far.
0-2 pitch. Check swing. He went. 8 strikeouts for Jesus Luzardo. He's up to 17 and watch with Nordic Streams.
He's gonna have to slip you some dollar bills for all these strikeouts he's getting during the streams.
Yeah, look at that. I'm the one who's,
You're doing it.
I don't want to take all the credit, but if the next game he does and I'm not streaming it and he swinging a miss there from Blade, if he's not performing in that, then maybe he might have to slip me some money so I commentate his games. 68 pitches for Luzardo. Blade 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. 14 home runs on the year. 0-1 pitch. That one's outside. 1-1. One pitch. Luzardo delivers. Swing and a miss.
Sweeper once again responsible for that swing and miss there.
He's been phenomenal at that. Every single pitch, that's what he's been getting.
Keeping it low and away to Blade here.
1-2. And that is outside. 2-2. Good little bouncer ball there. Bouncing ball. Bottom of the 6th, 1 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Outside yet again. Full count, 3-2. Three and 2 pitch. Swing and a miss. There's 9 strikeouts for Jesus Luzardo.
1 away from double digits once again for Luzardo. Up next, Steer, 1 for 2 in his career against Luzardo.
He had a base hit in the top of the 4th. First pitch for Luzardo on Steele. Swing and a miss. Or Steer. Steele, whatever.
Steele.
Do you guys have any feel for how the postseason will go for Philly, assuming they make it? I don't have very high expectations.
They're going to be dangerous, again, because you only need 3 pitchers, and they have 3 outstanding starting pitchers in Christopher Sanchez, Zach Wheeler, and, of course, Jesus Luzardo, as we're seeing tonight. Question is, can the offense deliver?
Yeah, I mean, that's been the problem the whole way. Swing and a miss there for Steer on Luzardo, 1-2 count. I mean, that's been the biggest thing the last 4 years since the World Series. They get to a point and they can't hit the ball. It happened last year against the Dodgers. They did a phenomenal job at keeping themselves in the games, and they were able to make all of the games close despite losing in 4 to the Dodgers. 1-2 pitch, check swing. He did not go 2-2.
Yeah, it's just a question of the Phils are going to be hot or not when their offense goes into the postseason. That really seems to be the deciding factor of how the offense goes. It's a very streaky offense.
2-2 pitch. Called strike 3 for Luzardo. That's 10 strikeouts. It's the first player in Watch with Nordic history to have 10-plus strikeouts in a single game. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Still scoreless here in Cincinnati.
Hour and 15 minutes in. We're in the 7th inning already.
Thank you all for tuning in. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. But to answer your question, Delay, I don't have very high expectations. Like, I mean, maybe they can win a round. It depends on who they're playing. Like, if they're playing, somebody down in the lower ranks, like of the wild cards, but they're in the wild cards right now. So the odds are they're probably going to play like the Brewers or the Braves or maybe even potentially the Dodgers. Like, I don't like their odds against those other teams. So, yeah, I don't have very high expectations. But, like, I like the pitching. I like the starting pitchers, obviously. That's been the big factor for them. I think you need a right-handed bat for sure.
Yeah.
And you might need to make a couple of tweaks in the bullpen. I mean, you have Duran, who's been a phenomenal closer. You have Kerkering, who's been solid. You have Meza, who, I mean, again, like all of these guys have had their ups and downs, but again, you need some work in the bullpen as well.
You got to get to Duran first.
Yeah, exactly.
We've had some issues with that, whether it be hitting enough to get to him or the relievers in the middle innings getting to him.
Due up here in this top of the 7th inning, Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, and Brandon Marsh. Unbelievable that we're already at the top of the 7th.
Brewers are now with a 3-0 lead over the Cardinals in St. Louis.
Wow, really good game from them so far. All right, back here in Cincinnati. Through 6 innings, we are scoreless. Only 3 hits total. We picked a really good pitcher's duel here to commentate today.
Only 1 hit, 1 base runner for the Phillies so far. So the offense really struggling here in the, I don't want to say early going, but we're already in the 7th inning.
Kyle Schwarber due up first here. Singer the pitch, and that one is hit by Schwarber into center. It'll drop down for a base hit. Struggling with the ball is Friedel. Schwarber will opt to stay at first. There's a single for Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, nice little hit up the middle for Schwarber. Don't have to do too much. I know he leads the major leagues in home runs, but a single will do here. Get some base runners ahead of Harper and Marsh.
Just the 2nd hit of the game for the Phils tonight. Again, we mentioned Jesus Luzardo, the first player in live commentary history to have 10-plus strikeouts in a single game. I know this is only our 4th stream, but he's really been on it tonight. Here's Harper now. He'll hit that one to De La Cruz, and there's double play for the Reds. And that immediately takes the runner on first away.
2 pitches, single and 2 outs. Harper grounding into that double play. And again, Spencer Steer is on when his ground ball's working, especially up the middle, and Harper hit right into that double play. Tailor-made for the Reds.
Here's Brandon Marsh, 0 for 2 tonight. And the pitch. Looked to go for a bunt. Called strike, though. Looked like he tried.
I mean, anything to get the offense going here.
Yeah, honestly.
Both teams with 2 hits apiece so far.
Singer delivers. That one is just high, and it's called a ball, 1-1. Looked like it might have got the strike zone a little bit, but hey, I mean, as Phillies fans, we won't complain. We'll take the ball. 71 pitches. Here's 72, and Marsh hits one into center field. That's going to droop down for a hit. This should be just a single, but hey, you get another runner on. There's a single for Brandon Marsh.
Yeah, Marte cuts that ball off, keeps Marsh to a single here, and the batter with the highest average for the team at 305 continues to hit very well here in the 2026 season.
Brandon Marsh now 1 for 8 in live commentary streams. So, hey, he's got his first base hit.
Bohm has had some at-bats against Singer in his career, 2 for 8 with 2 RBIs, including this game.
First pitch there is just on the line, 0-1.
Marsh, of course, a threat to run here.
0-1 pitch. Ooh, Bohm. He got hit on that one. And that'll put 2 runners on.
It's the second batter that's been hit by a pitch this game.
That'll bring Bryson Stott up to the plate.
It looks like it hit his back elbow. Kind of a funky movement of that ball there as it went right by him. Wasn't quite sure what it got.
Yeah, Marlins have been on a phenomenal run delay. We've been following that too because they're tied with our Phillies for second in the NL East. Yeah, they're running away with that this game right now. Top of the 6th, they're up 6-2. Here's Stott with 2 outs. Takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. Don't even have to change that because I didn't update my pitch count. Bryson Stott 1 for 2. He had a double in the 2nd. And he hits one in center field, and that is caught. That'll do it for the top of the 7th. We'll get a little bit of a stretch in. Midway through the 7th, it is still scoreless.
7 scoreless innings so far for Singer. 3 hits, no walks, and 5 strikeouts.
Both pitchers have been phenomenal. I mean, the fact that we're going into the bottom of the 7th here, we still got both of our starters in. Don't want to jinx anything, obviously.
Singer's only thrown 76 pitches as well.
What's Luzardo's count?
Luzardo's at 78 with 1 fewer inning.
Wow,
pitch.
so we could see those. We probably will see Singer for at least another inning.
Yeah, Singer should be coming back in.
Interesting.
Brewers now up 6-0 over the Cardinals in St. Louis.
I'll be
Meanwhile,
calling
in
tomorrow.
Arlington, the Rangers have a 2-0 lead over the LA Angels.
D-backs and Padres, Rockies and Giants later on tonight. I probably could have called that game too. I didn't want to jinx it though, because if this game went all the way,
Be calling 2 at once.
yeah, right.
Double duty.
I don't know if I could get home at time. I'd have to do it from here. Not sure all of your kids would like me screaming from down here at like 11 o'clock at night.
We got thick walls in this house. You're good.
Really good outing from both these pitchers. I mean, we're 6.5 innings in. I forgot to ask you to do a pitcher's check through the first 6, but you'd like to give us one now?
Yeah, so Luzardo 6 innings in, 2 hits, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts. So he's definitely winning in the strikeout and hit category, while Singer 1 inning more pitched than Luzardo at 7. 3 hits allowed, no walks, 5 strikeouts.
And we got a tarps off section here in Greater American Ballpark. That's a
Every ballpark, it seems like so far this year has featured this. Some people that really shouldn't be taking their tarps off too.
yeah, I'm not sure I'll be participating in that. Definitely gained a couple of pounds. So Luzardo delivers. That's up high. I want to know.
Freshman 15.
Yes, yes. It's gone. I've put it down a little bit, but
I had the freshman 15 and I got sick and it became the freshman -5.
Uh-oh. 1-0 pitch. Suarez hits one foul, 1-1. Yeah, Luzardo becomes the first pitcher in Watcher Nordic history to have 10 or more strikeouts in a single game.
Suarez, including this game, only 1 for 10 in his career against Luzardo.
Check swing here on Suarez. He did not go.
He's also struck out 5 times against him, including 2 tonight.
Yep. Two and two.
We're going to get some food delivered to the booth here.
We should. Try some new stuff out. We should have did that for the 7th inning stretch.
Yes.
Luzardo delivers. That one's outside. Full count, 3-2. Could do that eventually.
Yeah.
Have the kids make us something.
Oh, well, never mind.
3-2 count. Luzardo the pitch. That one's down low for a walk here on Suarez.
And then Luzardo's walked 2 now in this game to Singer's 0. So it's causing his pitch count to climb here up to 84 pitches, 53 strikes through 6+ innings.
That'll put on one on with no outs. Not one out with, yeah. Tyler Stevenson coming up to the plate here. He's 1 for 2 with a single in the 2nd. Luzardo first pitch. That's in there for a strike. Real Muto, the ball gets away from him. Suarez will stay on.
Yeah, Suarez
first.
not fleet of foot, so I'm not surprised he stayed there first.
Kind of like Schwarber. Luzardo delivers. That one's down low, 1-1.
Schwarber could be sneaky fast. He runs like Babe Ruth.
He does, in a way.
Yep.
86 pitches for Luzardo. This might be the final inning for him, depending on how long it goes. 1 ball, 1 strike. Luzardo delivers, and that one is grounded out over. What a play by Turner. Makes the throw to second. Looking for two, and not in time. Well, they get the one at second. That's the one you probably would prefer to get.
Yep, get the lead runner. Always Stevenson runs pretty well for a catcher, so he was able to get down the line to first base, no problem there.
That'll bring Marte up, and a good play there by Trey Turner, who has certainly had his struggles defensively here. He's got, 12 errors on the year?
Yeah,
it's been rough for him.
Defensive run saved, one of the worst fielders in baseball, so nice to see him make a play like that.
Luzardo delivers. That one is a pop-up foul.
Is that guy still standing in the outfield looking for a pitch?
I would imagine he is, yeah.
Okay.
We'll see if he gets one here today. Doesn't look good.
Yeah, not turning out to be the offensive game that guy hoped for.
0-1 count. Luzardo delivers. Strike two.
Pitch away from 90 pitches. Yeah, we probably are going to start seeing the Phillies get some maybe bullpen action up here if another runner gets on base.
I would imagine that. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Strike 3 there on Marte. There's 2 outs. Luzardo up to 11 strikeouts tonight. That's his season and career high in strikeouts.
One more, hopefully to get that career high before he exits the game potentially. And he faces another guy that's already struck out against him tonight, Arroyo.
Edwin Arroyo, 0 for 2. First pitch. That's down there for a ball. 1-0.
Everyone in the lineup except for Tyler Stevenson has struck out against Luzardo tonight.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss.
92 pitches. Looks like the Phillies are
going to get some action going in the bullpen.
Yep. Call to the bullpen has been made.
Batter's going to take a timeout here.
Feels like one of those games where someone's going to pop a ball here, and that'll be the game.
Luzardo, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. It does feel like that. I agree.
Yep. Hopefully it's the other side.
Yeah, hope so. Well, depending on what the arm is warming up in the bullpen, we'll see. 1-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Luzardo closed again on 100 pitches here. He's at 94 so far with 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th.
How about Dylan Cease yesterday? 115 pitches.
And he almost had a no-hitter.
Luzardo the throw. That one is up high. Check swing. He did not go. 2-2.
Would have been his second career no-hitter.
The amount of times we've got into the 9th inning and the no-hitter has been blown is insane this year.
Yep.
Luzardo the pitch, and that one is grounded out over to shortstop. The throw to second, and that'll do it for the bottom of the 7th. We are through 7 innings here. We got at least 2 more to go. It's still scoreless here in Cincinnati. Top of the 8th coming up.
Looking at the weather radar, still looks good for Cincinnati. We have a few thunderstorms in Indiana and a stray shower west of the city, but nothing that will interrupt play here in the short term.
Yeah, hopefully nothing comes of it, but this game could get long enough, and who knows? You're in for a surprise sometimes. You ever been to a game where it's come down on you, the rain?
Yes, I have. Usually I go to the concourse at that point. Or up under the overhang. But yeah, it could be an experience. And sometimes you want the rain because it's usually hot as heck when you're at a baseball game in the middle of summer.
Absolutely.
You were at the Phillies game the other day when it was 100 degrees, right?
Yeah, that Wednesday game against the Pirates, we saw Paul Skeens have the worst start of his career.
He has not pitched well against the Phillies.
He is not.
In a short amount of time.
Well, it's cool to see him. And then Zach Wheeler didn't have the greatest outing either. That was the game where he was really frustrated that he was pulled early without getting the eligibility for the quality start.
Yep.
Both these pitchers definitely getting that quality start, though.
Yes, yeah, both qualify for that for sure with 7 innings pitched here. Again, just reviewing Cincinnati, only 2 hits. The Phillies have 3 hits, but Cincinnati leads in base runners. They've had 4 base runners, not counting those hit by pitches. So I guess actually 5.
Don't remind me. We are very concerned with Skeens. Yeah. Well, I went to a game. It was about a week ago, actually. It was like 100 degrees, and yeah, he's definitely had his rough outings, but it happens. Definitely been a little bit more consistent recently.
He's human, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what he's proved to us in the past few weeks. That he's a human with flaws, unlike his first two years in the league.
Definitely. Due up, Gabriel Rincones Jr., JT Realmuto, and Justin Crawford, barring there is no substitutes. They're keeping Singer in the game. He's got 76 total pitches in 7 innings. Here's the first pitch on Rincones that's in there for a called strike, 0-1.
Yeah, again, a very economical pitch count here with 2 strikes in the, or make that 1 strike here in the top of the 8th.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Kona is trying to keep his batting average above 200 here.
No balls, 2 strikes. Singer the pitch. He's hit by that pitch. That'll put a runner on first.
That is, 4 hit by pitches so far this game?
Yeah, there's been a good handful of
issues here. If these hit by pitches continues. You see the umpire stepped in front of the plate there. Thought for a second there he may be giving warnings to each bench, but haven't seen that yet. But it's something we're going to have to keep an eye on, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
The rest of the series.
And you saw with Luzardo, the interaction he had with Stewart at the beginning of the inning. It looks like Rincones is going to be replaced here. Derek Hill coming into the game, the pinch hit.
This probably would have happened defensively anyway in the latter innings. So
yeah.
Just getting the speedy Derek Hill on first base.
Speedy guy there in Hill.
Yep, may be off and running here just to give the offense any type of spark at all.
Here's Realmuto. Realmuto today is 0 for 2. Struck out once. Here's the 80th pitch of the game from Singer. He'll deliver. That one is on the line. Strike. Yes, strike. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. We will be live tomorrow, or at least I will be. Brewers, Pirates, and Rockies, Giants.
I could be live too in a different
You could be. That's true.
Yeah, Hill has 7 stolen bases on the year and limited action, so definitely worth keeping an eye on there. 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first. Realmuto delivers. That one is grounded out over to short. De La Cruz, the throw to first. He's out. They do get Hill to second, so you'll take the sacrifice hit there. Sacrifice ground out, I guess you could say. It's not really technically a term, but I'm going to make it a term.
Phillies with their first runner in scoring position in quite a while here, so hopefully they can cash in here with the bottom of the order and then the top of the order coming up here after Crawford.
Here's Crawford coming in here now. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Singer delivers. That one is down low there for a called ball. 1-0. Oh, boy.
Jonathan Bolin up in the bullpen, it looks like.
Luzardo probably done here for the ball game. He's had a good game tonight. Base hit there for Crawford. That should at least get Hill to third. He's coming home. The throw is not in time. And we have our first run of the ball game. It's Derek Hill pinch hitting for Rincones. It's 1-0 Phillies.
Yeah, pitch running there for Rincones, scoring that run there. Crawford with the RBI double. At least that's how it's being scored right now. It might be a single and advance to second on the run. We'll have to see. Yeah, that's how they scored it.
Yeah.
Crawford with a single. Actually, it looks like Crawford's still at first base. But nonetheless, Phillies finally break through first here It might be all. This might be all it takes to win this game.
Yeah, honestly.
We have 2 more innings left of bullpen pitching for the Phillies, so hopefully they can hold it from here.
It did look like he was going to try for second on that play.
It did.
I'll give you a little.
You'll have to correct your little base marker there.
Oh, yeah.
I
Right.
fooled you.
Yeah, you did fool me. Sam Mull is warming up in the bullpen for the Reds. Back up to the top of the order, Trey Turner. Still 1 out, so the Phillies still have an opportunity here to put some more damage on. Singer the pitch. That one's down low.
Turner's 4th time up against the Singer here. He's seen a lot of pitches from him so far, so that gives him the edge.
1 ball, no strikes. Crawford on first. And the pitch is down low, 2-0.
Seems like Singer's getting a little tired here. 87 pitches, so kind of missing his spots there at the bottom of the zone. If you're going to miss at the bottom of the zone, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think he's necessarily used to going this long, especially for a guy like him. 2 balls, no strikes, and that one is definitely called a strike. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Pitch from Singer. That one's down low. 3-1 count. Could see a pitcher's change here in a moment if he does walk Turner.
Keep an eye on Crawford there at first base with the 3-1 count.
Phillies will be in town against the Tigers. Reds will take on the Cubs. Here's a walk for Turner. That'll put 2 runners on with 1 out. And that brings up the Schwarberian and Kyle Schwarber.
Have to see if the Reds make a pitching change here. If they don't do it with Schwarber, it's probably happening.
Yeah, you got to think.
With Harper.
Yep.
And here comes Terry Francona. He is taking the ball from Singer.
Great game from Singer. You got to give all the credit where it's due. These 2 pitchers have been phenomenal, but they've broken through. We'll get a bit of a commercial break. It's a call to the bullpen. We'll be right back.
Will we?
Maybe. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you are new. It'd be greatly appreciated. Again, we got 2 more commentaries tomorrow. It'll be the last 2 commentaries from me on the channel until the All-Star break. I mean, hey, you've been doing pretty good today. I got to give you props,
Okay.
Obviously, again, you do the weather for the most part. You call weather stuff, so not used to calling a ball game, but you're doing
Yeah, I kind of know my way around kind of talking things out and kind of stretching things out for effect and timing, so that's good.
And you've watched baseball long enough where you've heard McCarthy and you've heard Kruk talk
games
plenty.
have I seen in my lifetime?
Oh yeah, definitely a lot. So we've done a good job tonight. I like the way we clicked. Would you be interested in doing another commentary at some point?
We can do this again. Maybe we'll pick maybe we'll get lucky, get a little bit more action in the next one.
Definitely.
Only 1 run here through the top of the 8th inning.
Looks like Sam Mull is going to come into the game here for the Reds tonight.
Mull, a left-handed pitcher, so naturally you'd see him come out here with Schwarber and Harper coming up to the plate, trying to knock them out.
Have you called any games IRL? Went to college for this, or just watch a lot of sports? Yeah, I'm currently in college right now. I do some work for a hockey team that's local to me, actually in Reading with the Reading Royals. I do work for them, but mainly a lot of my calling is coming on here on YouTube, whether it is on my main hockey channel, which is in the description or is in the links on my channel. And I just started doing this recently as something to keep me busy during the off season. And you see a lot of broadcasters, typically, they have experience with calling multiple sports. Like even McCarthy, who calls the Phillies games, he knows how to call football games as well. He does work for football and basketball. Yep. Here's Sam Mull coming in from the bullpen. He has a 3.82 ERA, 37 innings pitched. He's got 40 strikeouts.
Lefty's only hitting 189 against him, so another reason why he's called on here.
Sam Mull responsible for the runners on first and second. First pitch there on Schwarber. That is down low, 1-0. Schwarber 1 for 3 with a single here in the 7th. 1 ball, no strikes. Mole will pause there. I think he wanted to try and pick off Crawford at first.
Good speed on the bases with Crawford at second and Turner at first. So
absolutely, those are two guys.
Hit
with
a
great
ball
speed.
deep to the outfield where it's another 2 runs.
Mole the pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1.
And Schwarber doesn't need to get a home run here. Just keep it going to Harper next and then Marsh after him.
Yep.
Though a home run would be nice too.
That's obviously what you want to see here in a game like this. 2-1.
Yeah, getting in a good batter's count here, 2-1. So maybe Schwarber can zone in on a pitch and hit it out.
Yeah, that's really what I'm trying to do, Dr. DeLay. Just call as much sports as I can, honestly. That's really my goal. Here's Mole the pitch. And that one's fouled away, 2-2. Love just keeping track of the stats. Like, I have my own stats that I have, like, with streams. Like, we talk about it a lot here. Like, you know, what Schwarber's stats are in live streams and all that. It's something I love to keep track of. Especially in hockey, too. The hockey, you know, it's really grown the last year with the Olympics and the playoffs and all that. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Schwarber. Mole delivers. And that one is grounded out there by Schwarber, foul. At bat stays alive.
Schwarber versus Mole in his career, not too good. 1 for 8 with 6 strikeouts. Also has a ribby off of him.
Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Yeah, he went on that. Check swing. It was not meant to be.
Add another strikeout against Mole for Schwarber.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Harper tonight is also 0 for 3.
Schwarber now has 3 strikeouts in the game. He completes the hat trick.
Here's Mole, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Very effective in that pitch, low and away to the left-handed batters outside.
Still plenty of baseball to be played. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Down low, 1-1.
Marlins now with a 7-2 lead over Seattle in the bottom of the 7th in Miami. Phillies looking to win here to keep pace with the Fish.
Harper, 273 in the 7th inning or later this year. He's got 5 home runs.
Mr. Clutch.
One thing that's been undeniable with him. Mole delivers. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
They call him the showman for a reason.
Yeah, I still think back to that week where I was on vacation in Wildwood with that series against the Nationals. Oh, man, I wish I was calling some of those games. Top of the 8th, 2 outs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mole delivers, and that one is hit foul off the tip of the bat. And the at-bat stays alive. Brandon Marsh on deck.
Marsh had to scurry away from that foul ball.
1-2 count. And the pitch, swing and a miss. And that'll do it here for the top of the 8th. But the Phils get a run. It is Justin Crawford who bats in Derek Hill. And it is a 1-0 game heading into the bottom of the 8th.
Phillies first to break through in this pitcher's duel here. And they chased the Reds starting pitcher's Singer from the mound. So good job by the Phillies to strike first here in the late innings.
Due up here is TJ Friedel. We'll go back up to the top of the order then in De La Cruz and Stewart. Looks like we are definitely going to have a pitching change here. But we do now have the final stat lines For Jesus Luzardo and Brady Singer, would you like to read those off?
Yeah, so 7 innings pitched for Luzardo. Tied his career and season high in strikeouts with 11, 2 hits, 2 walks, hit by pitch, hit batter. All in all, a very, very impressive outing for Luzardo, once again continuing his recent streak of success.
First ever outing in live commentary history where we've had a batter hit 10 or more strikeouts, so Luzardo's got that title.
And Singer not too far behind in the accolades. Not as many strikeouts as Luzardo, 5 through 7 in the third. He gave up 4 hits, a walk. I believe he hit 2 batters. He gave up an earned run as well. So just not quite as good as Luzardo, but he'll take that start any day.
Still a really respectable outing for a guy who had a 5 ERA heading into this game. I mean, again, you got to be happy with that if you're the Reds.
Looks like Phillies calling in Jonathan Bolin here out of the bullpen to pitch the bottom of the 8th.
Bolin's had his ups and downs.
Yeah, one of the more reliable middle relievers for the Phillies this season, a 3.25 ERA here, a little bit past the halfway mark.
Definitely.
8-2 Marlins now. Bottom of the 7th, looks all but certain like they're going to win that and maybe temporarily jump the Phillies here to 3 games back.
Yeah, Phillies definitely need a win here tonight. Call to the bullpen, Jonathan Bolin, who is making his 31st appearance here tonight. He has a 3.25 ERA in 27.2 innings pitched. Derek Hill will head to the outfield and Rincona's his spot. TJ Friedel will be the first up.
Yeah, Bolin with more than a strikeout per inning pitched, so the type of bullpen pitcher you want to pitch these high leverage spots here coming in the 8th inning for a whole.
Definitely. It is his second appearance in a live commentary stream. Struck out 2 in his previous one that he's been in. Check swing there on Friedel. He did not go. 1-1. What led to starting a new channel? Algorithm related, sorry for the questions. It's all good. It's all good. What led to starting this one compared to the hockey one was because I didn't want the hockey and the baseball to overlap. I've been a hockey channel for years. Fly ball here for Friedel that is caught by Marsh in left. Good thing he did catch that.
I was going to say, you said that a little early there.
Yeah, right? Yeah,
Fate.
Yeah, I mean, again, I wanted to just start a new channel because I've been making hockey content for years, and I only got into baseball recently. I didn't think it would be right to, just immediately be like, hey, I'm going to start doing baseball on the channel I've been doing hockey for forever. So I thought I'd start a new channel, and it also gives me a bit of a challenge, too, to grow this over a long period of time, and I'm up for the challenge. I think it's going to be fun to grow this, improve my baseball commentary skills, interact with new fans and such, and I get to do this with you. I mean, again, we wouldn't be doing hockey together, that's for sure.
Yeah, when you told me you were doing some baseball calls, I kind of planted the seed, and you were like, hey, have me on.
I thought that would be cool. Next pitch from Bolin is outside, 2-0.
De La Cruz being kept off the base pass here, so that's a good thing. He's, again, an electric player. Hopefully they could continue to keep him off the bases here.
2-0, and that one is down low yet again. 3-0 count.
Kiss of death whenever I say they should do something.
Yeah, it does seem like that.
Dangerous part of the Reds lineup back to the top of the order here. Probably more important than the 9th inning at this point.
Called strike there, 3-1.
This is where the save in the game comes from.
Bolin being very careful here with De La Cruz. 3-1 pitch. Swinging a tip. That got Real Muto.
Yeah, he just takes hit after hit behind the plate year after year. It's incredible.
He looks to be okay. The ump's going to go back up to the front, to the mound. He's going to give Real Muto a second.
Yeah, that came squarely back into his helmet. And he's going to feel that one.
Hopefully Real Muto's okay. Looks like he's going to stay in the game. At least as of right now. Nobody's come out to go take a look at him. I think they're just giving him a second. Got his bell rung. He's gotten his bell rung a couple of times here this season. Phillies do have Marchand and Stubbs up. So they have options at catcher. They've been keeping those 3 catchers up.
Continue to run with 3 catchers in the roster. Very odd.
Certainly interesting. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball on the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's
De La
another
Cruz
K.
with a hat trick, just like Kyle Schwarber.
First strikeout of the game for Jonathan Bolin and his 4th in live commentary streams.
The Reds do strike out a lot, so it shouldn't be all that surprising to see such a high strikeout number for the Reds. That is now 12 strikeouts for Phillies pitching in this game so far.
Here's Stewart coming up next here for the Phils. First pitch, or for the Reds, first pitch is outside, 1-0.
Just barely outside. That one might have been able to be challenged.
Yeah, thank you, Delay. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I just do football. I just do hockey and baseball. Maybe eventually I'll get into football, but it's not something that I'm super determined to be doing right now. It's difficult to commentate multiple sports at the same time. That's why baseball works, because as soon as hockey's done, I can just flip right to baseball. So, but I wish you the best too, man. Keep up the good work. 2-0 count here on Stewart, and the pitch from Bolin. That one is grounded out over to third. Boom, the throw. It is in time, and we are through 8 innings here. Bolin gets it done. We will head to the top of the 9th. Phillies will try to add some insurance. It's 1-0.
Yeah, insurance runs definitely will come in handy in this game. 1-0. Looks like unless they get more than 2 runs, we'll be seeing Duran in the 9th inning.
We'll see if there's a pitcher's change here. Due up is Brandon Marsh, Alec Boehm, and Bryson Stott.
Take a look at some scores from around the league. They're through 8 in Detroit. The Tigers up over the A's 4-1. Marlins 8-2 over the Mariners in the top of the 8th in Miami. Cardinals trailing the Brewers 6-1 in St. Louis in the top of the 5th. And the Rangers up over the Angels 2-1. They're through halfway through the 3rd there in Arlington, Texas.
Derek Hill's going to come into the spot where Rincones Jr. was put at. A hit from Marsh, Boehm, or Stott will guarantee a plate visit here for Hill, but we'll see if we get there.
Brandon Marsh 1 for 3, got one of the 4 Phillies hits. So he is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his career against the new Reds pitcher Teje.
I'm going to say Teje. I'm going to say Teje. We'll call it
why
that.
not? You know, one of the things you should get down as an announcer for all you aspiring broadcasters out there is how to pronounce the players' names before the game starts.
Yeah, for any Reds fans who are in here, please, if we're saying that wrong, please enlighten us. I mean, again, this is my first time commentating the Reds, so I'm not really familiar with all of the relievers around the league. It's difficult, getting familiar with all of them.
Yeah, Antone, a right-handed pitcher, squaring up against Marsh here in the top of the 9th. He has a 2.42 ERA, 1-0 for the season. So he's had a decent year.
2.42 ERA for him. 24 strikeouts, only giving up 3 home runs.
179 opponent's average, so... Reds, of course, looking to keep the Phillies at 1 run here so they have a better chance in the bottom of the 9th.
Definitely. Brandon Marsh here tonight. He is 1 for 3. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Next pitch is just outside. They're calling it a strike. No challenge from Marsh. Looks like it did barely get that.
The Reds looking to avoid losing their 50th game of the season. They're 42-49 right now. That is good for last place in the National League Central.
They will take on the Cubs this weekend in a 3-game set to round out their season before the All-Star break. Here's the pitch is hit in there for a base hit for Brandon Marsh. He's got his 2nd single of the night here in the top of the 9th.
Got to see if Marshall maybe take a base here again, kind of spark the offense again, get a runner in scoring position, get some insurance for the Phils.
That'll bring up Alec Boehm here to the plate.
Bohm was hit by a pitch earlier in the game. Again, we've kind of been keeping an eye on that because we've had a couple of batters hit in this game. Maybe become a storyline for the series.
Bohm will pop one foul here for the first pitch, 0-1. Yeah, thank you, Delay. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, best to you. No problem. I have no problem with that. I appreciate that. Oh, 0-1 count. Antone the pitch. That one is popped up. It is in play. And caught. There's one away.
Steer busy at first base tonight.
Bryson Stott will come up. We are guaranteed to see Derek Hill here as the Phillies substitute here tonight. Here's Bryson Stott with a runner at first base. He's 1 for 3 tonight. And the pitch. Called strike. 0-1. Forgot to change that, of course.
Coming up on the 2-hour mark since the beginning of the game, and we're in the 9th inning here.
Game has certainly slowed down a little bit.
Yes.
But that's to be expected.
Still quick overall.
And the pitch is down low. That is a called strike, 0-2. No challenge from Stott.
Looks like Stott really thought about that before he decided not to challenge. Takes his time out to reset himself.
Should have challenged that.
Wonder if there's a directive, perhaps, from Mattingly about not challenging going to the bottom of the 9th.
And the pitch. That one is fly ball out to center. That is caught by Friedel. Marsh will stay at first, and here comes Derek Hill for the first time here tonight. Derek Hill batting .250 heading into this game here. He's been a very effective player since he's come in for the Phillies.
Yeah, it really has helped fill a need for a right-handed bat in the outfield. A combination of some speed and makes good contact. He's been a solid pickup for the team so far.
I mean, again, you talk about, like, you know, wanting to have effective pinch hitters. He's been exactly that. Yeah. And with the pinch hit home run against the Nationals, and first pitch popped up there and foul, and the catch in the game against the Mets a few weeks ago, he's just become, I mean, he has cooled down a little bit, but he's become somebody who we can rely on at points when he comes into the game. He doesn't usually start. He'll get some starts here and there, but, you know, he's been a reliable pinch hitter. Antone the pitch. That's in there for a called strike, 0-2.
Yeah, one outfield platoon gone with Marsh having such a good season. Another in its place, Hill and Rinconia is kind of battling it out there for that right field spot.
As you said, Juan Duran's warming up in the bullpen. He's also an all-star.
Yep, he will probably be the go-to closer if the National League is up and going into the 9th on Monday. Make that Tuesday.
Pitch hit foul there on Hill. Marsh looked to go to second, but
he was off and running with that pitch. Probably we'll see that again, I would imagine. Bolin went an inning, struck out a batter, no hits, no walks allowed.
That's his second outing here in a live commentary. He's been good.
Turning into a solid 7th, 8th inning guy for the team.
Pitches up high, 1-2.
We have a battle of beards here between the pitcher and the batter.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Got some full facial hair going on the mound and the plate here. Pitch out, March not going that time.
I think they knew what he was going to do there. They weren't falling for it that time. I think they were trying to pick him off.
Yeah. Good count to run. Marsh kind of sniffed that one out.
2-2 with 2 outs. Antone the pitch, and that one is fouled away yet again. Hit into the safety netting. 2-2. And it's on the pitch. And that is hit well from Hill. It is into center field, and that should do it. And it does. Friedel with the catch. We will head to the bottom of the ninth. The Phillies' renowned closer will come into the game to try and close it out. 1-0 Phillies heading to the bottom of the ninth in Cincinnati.
And Joan Duran coming into the game, trying to get his, 22nd save, I believe, of the season?
Something like that. A lot of one-run games here for the Phillies this year. J.J. Bleday coming up. Due up is Bleday, Steer, and Suarez.
Mariners have cut into the Marlins lead a little bit. It's now 8-4 in Seattle in the top of the 8th. Tigers game has gone final, 4-1 winners against the A's. D-backs Padres getting underway in just under a half hour in San Diego. Padres trying to stay at 500. They're 46-46 right now. What a rough stretch for the Padres.
Definitely. Yeah, I commentated them. That was my first ever baseball stream, was Padres and Dodgers. A grand slam for Teoscar Hernandez. Won the Dodgers that game. Again, the bullpen's been a big problem for San Diego. That's been their biggest issue. As we can say for the Phillies.
Yeah, as of late.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, Duran 22 saves, actually looking for his 23rd save here this game. 1.47 ERA, 48 strikeouts, and 30 innings pitched.
All right, we are back here in Cincinnati. It is a 1-0 lead for the Phillies here in the bottom of the ninth. They're looking for the series win here in Cincinnati after a rough go in Kansas City. Looking to bounce back here in this next half of the road trip. Again, coming into the game is Juan Duran, the Phillies closer. It is his first appearance in live commentary streams. He has been absolutely incredible, and rightfully so, an all-star. He has a 1.47 ERA in 32 games. He, again, has made 22 of 23 save opportunities. You remember the ones he didn't save rather than the ones you do save much better. And again, some people argue he is the second best closer in all of Major League Baseball.
I'm not remembering any of those blown saves right now.
Yeah, well, that's true. He'll face J.J. Bleday here as the first batter. Bleday is 0 for 3 today. What is worth noting, there has been no substitutes for the Reds here so far. Game is not over yet, though. We could see that change. First pitch from Duran. That is in there. Swing and a miss. 0-1. 97 mile an hour.
Getting the heart of the Reds order here. 3, 4, 5. So just who you want up if you're a Reds fan.
Duran delivers. Outside. 1-1.
Bleday's struck out twice so far this game. Duran would certainly like to make it 3 times.
Duran, 1-1 count. That one's hit foul off of Bleday. Not common you see somebody hit a ball off of Juan Duran, but when it happens, you better keep that ball. It doesn't happen very often. There's Wheeler. 1-2 pitch, Duran. And that one is popped up. It is out of play.
100.4 mile per hour fastball right down Broad Street.
That was a rocket. One and two count. Duran the pitch. Foul back. Bleday staying alive here with some of these pitches.
.97 on the splitter there.
Oh, man. 1-2. And the pitch. Down low, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Bottom of the ninth, no outs. Duran delivers. Outside, 3-2. Oh no.
Didn't think this was going to be easy, did you?
No, definitely not. Having a hard time striking out this first batter. Full count, Duran the pitch. That one is fouled away. The count stays alive.
Day with a great at bat here against Duran. He's going to get at least 9 pitches here to do something against the All-Star closer.
He's working Duran a little bit. 3 balls, 2 strikes yet again. Duran the pitch. And that one is hit into center. It's going to drop in for a hit. Bleday will get in there for a single after going 0 for 3. That's the tying run at first. And now the potential winning run will come up to the plate.
A rare base runner against Duran. Just an incredible at-bat there by Bleday. He has 3 stolen bases on the season, so not a big stolen base threat. 15 for his career dating back to 2022. So not sure he'll be off here, but something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, you definitely want to keep an eye on this. 9 pitches there on that at-bat with Duran. Really good. Here's Steer. Steer tonight is 1 for 3. First pitch is just outside 1-0.
Choosing not to challenge again, though. That one might have been clear of the zone.
Yeah, you're at that point where you definitely need to start giving some challenges here. 1 ball, no strikes. Duran delivers. That one's outside, 2-0.
Getting a little hairy here. Maybe we can use a mound visit. Here comes JT to do that.
Right on cue. Definitely didn't use anything to help you on that.
11 pitches, 6 strikes, 5 balls so far for Duran.
This is not usually what you see from him. But he sometimes when he gets worked on these counts, he's able to be beat. They're going to give him a moment here. Two and 0 count here on Steer. Again, on deck is Suarez. Double play is in play here, so that could help out a lot.
Yeah, he needs to get the ball down. The first 2 pitches in this at bat were either middle or high. Get that ball down and try to roll over on a double play.
2-0 count. Duran delivers. That's a strike. Running. Looking for the steal. Stott couldn't get it. And he's safe at second.
Tying run in scoring position now for the Reds, so really have to bear down here now.
First steal of the game. First stolen base. That was a called strike, but good on Stott not letting that get to center. You let him get to third. And you're in a very, very bad situation. Good on Steer, though, to get out of the double play. 2 balls, 1 strike. Duran delivers, and that hits Steer. And that'll put a runner on first and second.
Yet another hit batsman here in this game. We've seen that quite a few times already.
The winning run is at first base.
Just going to take a base hit to tie the game. Phillies playing likely a no doubles defense here. It looks like the outfielders are pretty deep and trying to cut off any potential doubles from winning the game. Gotham out to visit Duran. Don't often see that.
Yeah, I mean, again, like it's a long season. You know, although you are one of the better closers in the league, you're going to have your moments.
Yeah, he has 3 losses for sure. 3 losses and a blown save. So now most of those losses came when he came into tied games.
Yep, early in the year too.
Yep.
I remember one of them was the second or third game of the year against the Rangers. I remember one was after Sanchez went 8 innings. I think it was against the Reds actually. Definitely going to get a pitcher warming up in the bullpen. You have to on a play like this. You definitely have to. Double play is in position. I imagine they're going to move the infield in, or the outfield in.
No, the outfield is a little deep right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're playing a no doubles defense because a double could win the game. A lot of room out there for a hit to drop.
Suarez. Oh, I don't know why I put Stevenson. My apologies. First pitch. That's a strike.
Of course, you could solve this problem by just striking out 3 batters in a row.
You could do that. That works.
Suarez in his career against Duran 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts.
No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. That one is fouled away. 0-2.
You have him 0-2. You don't need to give him anything good to hit. A couple pitches to work with here to get Suarez out, who we mentioned earlier in the game is a batter prone to the strikeout. Let's just say.
Runners on first and second. No outs. Duran delivers. Swing and a miss. First out of the game there for Juan Duran, and he's got 1 away. Here in a risky situation. The double play is in effect with 1 out. That could end the game.
That was a sorely needed strikeout for Duran there. Suarez just swung over and through it again for his 3rd strikeout. He's the 3rd player in this game with 3 strikeouts.
You got Tyler Stevenson coming in, who has 2 hits. He's 2 for 3.
0 for 2 in his career against Duran, 2 strikeouts.
Oh, really? He's only 1 for 3? I guess that wasn't called a ground out on that play. He's 1 for 3. My apologies. 1-0 on the count. Duran the pitch. Fouled away. 1-1. One out, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first and second. Duran delivers. Called a strike, 1-2.
Great pitch. Not really much you can do with that one at the knees and in just where you want to place that pitch if you're Duran. Stevenson taking his time out after that one.
One and 2 count. Duran, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 101 mile an hour 4-seam, and Duran's through 2.
Gas on gas there. He just blew that one right by him. Had no chance to catch up with that one with a 101 mile per hour fastball up in the zone. Can see his way out of it. 1 more out to go.
Down to the final out. That'll bring up Noel V. Marte, who's 0 for 2. He's got a walk in the 5th.
He's faced Duran once in his career, 0 for 1.
First pitch. Swung on and grounded out to third. The throw to first is in time, and that's the ball game. Duran gets out of it, and the Phillies win an absolute pitcher's duel here in Cincinnati by a final score of 1-0. It's the 11th shutout win this season for the Phils, which is the most in the MLB.
Yeah, really, hats off to Jesus Luzardo in this game with his career high 11 strikeouts, didn't allow any runs. Got a little hairy there in the 9th inning after Bolin came in the 8th, but Duran was able to shut it down and put the Phillies in the win column and have them keep pace in the NL East.
An unideal situation there in that bottom of the 9th. You got to give Duran credit where it's due. He took his time. He got back into it, struck out 2, and then the ground out to third gets it done here. And again, the only run came from an RBI single from Justin Crawford, and Derek Hill, who was pinch hitting for Gabriel Rincones Jr. comes in and scores the only run of the ball game. Well, it looks like we picked a pretty solid game here to commentate here today.
Good
Thank
pitcher's
you.
duel. If you're a fan of not a lot of offense, you had a good night.
Definitely. Thank you so much for coming on. This is a lot of fun.
Yes,
we definitely have to do this
agree.
again for sure. And yeah, I mean, again, just a phenomenal game here from the Phils. Really good game from both these pitchers. And I'll ask you this before we head off. Who was your player of the game tonight?
Oh, it has to be Jesus Luzardo with his 7 scoreless innings, his 11 strikeouts. Obviously, no question there. He was the star of the game.
Well, since you stole mine, I mean, again, I think I got to go with, I think the second guy up would have to be Justin Crawford, who got that RBI single. But there were a lot of batters in this game for the Phillies who definitely had some good outings. But it was definitely a pitcher's duel here for sure. You got to give the credit where it's due to Brady Singer as well. He went 7 1/3 with only giving up 4 hits and 5 strikeouts. It was an awesome game here for both pitchers. But, of course, the Phillies one was the better one.
Yeah, and Brandon Marsh, 2 hits in the game as well, so it was a good performance by him. A bunch of players with 3 strikeouts. Don't often see that in a game where you have 3 players with 3 strikeouts. Just goes to show that play 27 outs and just need a 1 run tonight to claim the victory.
We'll sign off here tonight here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button down below and subscribe if you're new. We'll definitely have more commentaries with the two of us together here, especially this season. But that is it for me. I'll be live tomorrow, just me for Brewers and Pirates, followed by Rockies and Giants. But that is it for me. Thank you, or it for us. Sorry, usually used to saying that's it for me.
That's it for me too.
That's it for us. Thank you all for watching. We will see you guys in the next stream.